Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Siren Frost, and tonight, for my last video for tonight, I decided to go right ahead and do a deck profile update for you guys on my Aqua Force. This time I decided not to do the Blue Storm Legion because that's just way too complicated and it was just not really working out for me at the moment. So what I did, I just went straight to the Thavas build, the Thavas build, and my own thoughts and opinions about what the deck has been made use and all that jest. Just to see how much progress I did. I'm still experimenting with this deck, with this clan, guys. Like, I know Aqua Force is one of the top tier clans that I've known, but I'm not using that for that reason. I'm using it just to see what the commotion was about. That's all. So, without any further ado, let's get on with the deck profile. So, of course, I'm starting with my starting vanguard is Officer Cadet Andrey. So of course he's a Forerunner, and his Counter Blast, and you move him for his duration break 1. You Counter Blast him and move him to his soul, and then choose one of your own other rear guards, and it gets his ability for this one turn only. At the end of the turn that is that is attacking the Vanguard, stand at this unit, and then she gets plus 2,000 at the end of the turn. So basically that unit, when they equips to the effect, it gets that ability straight up. So I think that might be a good add more additional attacks, because what I've noticed is that Aqua Force is notorious to have multiple attacks. So that's why I chose him. For the triggers, I'm playing 4 of the Battle Trial Deck 1s to heal triggers, 4 copies of Battle Siren Carolina, because I like the artwork and I like mermaids, so that's the reason why I got her in here, because I didn't like the other Aqua Force Trial Deck heal trigger, Rainbow Elixir. I just didn't like that. I like some flavor. And I'm running a 12 crit deck in this deck, guys. Like, I tried stand triggers to see what it's about and draw triggers. It just doesn't fit me well. And the thing is, I just love critical triggers, because it just kills you like multiple times, especially with a deck like this. It adds multiple kills. So I'm playing 4 copies of Blue Storm Marine General Despina. And her ability is, when this unit boosts your Vanguard with a Maelstrom in its name, if it is the 4th battle of the turn or more, until the end of this turn, your opponent cannot call any grade 1 or higher grade 0s from the hand to the Guardian Circle. At the end of that battle, return this unit to your deck and reshuffle your deck. So, the Vanguard with Maelstrom gets the Glory Maelstrom skill for that one turn. Well, not exactly the Glory one, like Science Home ability. And we are running only one, like 4, we are running a Maelstrom in this deck, so that's kind of why I have it here, and plus I like the artwork itself, so I dig it. Next, I'm running 4 Supersonic Sailors, because this deck does Counter Blast a shit ton, so we need the Unflipping, or Counter Charge as it's now called. Sorry guys, the glare is horrendous. And so, yeah, all you have to do is just put him to soul, and you can unflip 1 damage at a time. So that's just the reason why he's in here. And then finally, I'm running 4 Bubble Bazooka Dracokids, because I love the shit out of this artwork. And why not? I mean, I don't have any other triggers that are meant for this deck anyways, because I'm very picky. So that's the grade 0s. For the grade 1s, I'm playing 3 copies of Battle Siren Orthia. I'm kind of looking for a 4th one, just to see if I can make this one more better, because I love her ability that much. Like, I love her ability. For this one turn only, you can Counter Blast 1 and use Soul Blast 1. At the end of the battle that this unit boosts a rear guard unit, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your boosted units with boosted units, and you can stand it. And that unit gets minus 5,000 to end of turn. So it's basically a Tidal Assault ability add to it. But as long as you get multiple attacks off, then you're totally fine. So it's not a big deal. And she also has resist abilities, so I don't think anybody else is probably going to lay a hand on her. Next, I'm playing 4 copies of Battle Siren Stasias. Let everyone know that the grade 1s are mostly Battle Sirens, just because, you know, I couldn't think of anything else. Plus, I like the mermaids. So, and then when it reaches the grade 2, then it goes to other things. And so it's like an evolution pill. So she does attack. What I love about this card the most is that it can attack from the back row. Now, it does sound like Murakumo stage kind of thing. But her Generation Break one is, during a battle, this unit can gain this ability. It can attack from the back row, first of all, and it gains 3,000 power whenever it attacks from the back row during that turn. So it's a 9k attacker in the back row as well. So that just adds more ferocious attacks to your opponent. And since there's 4 of them in here, that gives you multiple chances for multiple strikes, like multiple waves. Is that the correct term? I don't know. Next, I'm playing 4 of the Trial Deck Perfect Guards, Battle Siren Phaidra, or Battle Siren Hydra. Just because, 1, I like the artwork, and I found out the Blue Storm Electra is meant for Blue Storm only. So, until I get the other G Perfect Guard, Ocean Keeper Plateau, she's like the only thing I kind of am working with at the moment. So, that's kind of why I have her in here. And then finally, I'm playing 3 copies of Kelpie Rider Nikki, just because I'm looking for a 4th one as well. He lets you search out Thavas, and then, you know, he's also considered to be a stride enabler. So if I can get 1 more of him, I might just change this deck up a bit more, just to see what the commotion is more about. Because, guys, Aqua Force is not only have beautiful artwork, but it just has her amazing abilities I just didn't even see when I first judged them. So if I offend you guys Aqua Force players by saying how Aqua Force is so stupid, everybody's on the fucking bandwagon, then you know what, I sincerely apologize, because I also have huge respect for Aqua Force. Not like Carfight King, who has Aqua Life, but, you know, that's his thing, and I give him appreciation for that. For grade 2s, I'm playing 4 copies of Magnum Assaults. Like, whenever he's boosted by a rear guard, and his ability is only 1 turn, Generation Break only. So whenever he's boosted, if the attack hits, attack the Vanguard, and if the unit boosted it, he can stand. Oh, sorry guys. So he stands back up, and he gets another round of attacks, and he gets also plus 2,000 along with that. So that just adds a bit more pressure to that. And it's I think only a 1 turn thing. So I'm not sure if it means once per turn or just, you know, just not able to do multiples. So that's gonna probably suck if it's only just meant for a 1 turn shot. So, all right. Next for grade 4s, I'm playing 4 copies of Tidal Assault. I'm sorry, go right ahead, bash me if you fucking want. I mean, I know I talk a lot of shit about Tidal Assault, because I've seen a lot of people saying that he's very bad and not very good and all that stuff. But he does add some, you know, some kick to this. So, you know, at the end of the battle that this guy attacks, you know, he stands back up, but he loses 5k power. But then he can attack again if he has another boost, which adds more wave attacks. So he's just in there to add more multiple attacks, and that's all he's basically worth for. Finally, I'm playing 3 copies of High Tide Sniper. You can Soul Blast 1 card for his Generation Break 1 is you can Soul Blast 1 card. When this unit attacks, if it is the 3rd battle turn or more, you may pay the cost. If you do, this unit gets plus 10,000 in that battle. So it gets an additional 10,000 if it just attacks the Vanguard. So, or attacks in general. So that was my bad, guys. I gotta read these guys more carefully than expected. So that's the grade 2s I have so far, and here's the grade 3s. I'm playing 4 copies of the one who surpasses the storm, Thavas. He's the main boss of the deck, of course, so that's what he's centered around. His GB2 skill is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it is the 4th battle of the turn or more, at the end of the battle, this unit gets plus 1 critical, and you can guard grade 0s from your hand. So he gets a Silent Tom ability as your GB2. And his stride skill is choose one of your Vanguards and it gets ability. When this unit attacks... okay, you know what? I'm going to screw it. When this unit attacks a vanguard, if it's the 4th battle of the turn, choose 3 of your opponent's rear guards. Your opponent chooses one card from them and retires it. So he makes you basically choose a card from your deck to retire, which is, a fun thing. And these things are fucking coming out. And then for the other boss, in case we don't get Thavas, I run 4 copies of Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. I'm not sure if this actually will work out perfectly, but, it's worth a shot. His limit break, so everyone kind of knows what he does, so I'm not going to repeat his skill, so that's all why he's in there for, just extra power. So for my G units, I'm playing 4 of the trial deck G units. Marine General Heavy Skills Tidal Boar Dragon. His skills, of course, is when this unit attacks, hits a vanguard. If it's the 3rd battle of the turn or more, draw a card and choose on one of your opponent. Choose 1 card from your hand and Spirit Call it. So he kind of has the same ability as Elizabeth does, the Blue Storm Battle Princess does. But it only attacks, hits the vanguard, and if it's only the 3rd battle of the turn. So I'm not sure if I can have to run stance to make that happen, but I think I can pull it off without stance. That's just me. And finally, I have got 4 more Aquaforce units, and I'm playing 4 copies of the new promo one, Marine General of Heavily Silk Astoria. He is one of the main guys that we have, and I traded some of my Force of Will cards just so I can get him, because he's going for $5 a piece. So yeah. Anyways, so his skill is wave 3rd. So this has the turn if 3 times or more. When this unit attacks a vanguard, if you hit the cost, if you do, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. And only if it's the 3rd battle of the turn or more. It has to be the third battle or more. So I think I might actually pull that off big time if I can just learn the deck correctly. And I'm still, like I said, guys, I'm still learning what the deck can do and whatnot. So anyways, guys, that is my deck profile of my Aquaforce deck profile. I hope you guys liked the new upgrades a little bit, maybe just slightly more different. I'm sorry it doesn't have run Lambros in it, but Lambros is going for a shit ton of money and I can't afford them at the moment, so that's why I have the alternatives. So anyways, guys, there will be a full deck list in the description down below, and feel free to comment down below and subscribe, rate, comment, thumbs up for this video. Make it a thumbs up video for you guys. This is because I love doing deck profiles for you guys, and these guys are amazing. So I do have a fan respect for Aquaforce. Anyways, guys, this is Siren Frost signing out. Bye!